So let's see some of the inbuilt methods that we are having, or we can say inbuilt functions or methods, whatever you want to call it. There's a difference between function and a method. So as of now, just remember these are some of the methods that we can use with a string. So how we can access them? Suppose if I'm saying a is equal to, let me say something like here. Let me copy this thing and I'm keeping it here. Let me make some changes here. So I'll say s here. Let's make the capital D here and s capital here, D capital here, right? This is my string. Now what are the different methods that you can have if you will do a dot, right? So whatever the things are coming here, if you will see, all of those are the methods, right? So all of those you can use as a method here, right? So I will show you the sum of these methods, and you can explore them by yourself. So suppose let's choose the first one, that's the capitalized. So I'll say print here, print a dot capitalize, right? So what this capitalize is doing is, so whatever the first character of this sentence is, or the whatever the first character of the string is, it will capitalize it, means it will make it uppercase and rest of the things with as a lowercase. So if I will run it, so you can see here this split the string at the was here in the capital, it has been converted to the small one. This s was here small and it has been converted to the capital one, right? So hope you got it. Now second one is your casefold converts the string into the lowercase, right? So if I will change here, instead of capitalize I will say casefold, and again if I run it, now it has converted everything into the lowercase, right? So the third one is your center. So center is taking the two values. I will say center here, right? So if I want this sentence, suppose this is my line, I want this sentence here in the center, right? So what I can do here is I can say here center milav, and okay, two values are here. You have to do is k. Okay, it takes the two values here. If you will see here, two values it can take. One is the width and second one is the filler. Let's say I'm saying that the width of this is 150. So yeah, I will say 80. Width is 80, and 80th width I need from here. I can say the 80th strings, and let's say the filler that I want here is in the aju baju, or let's say I will say we want this as a filler, right? So if I will run it now, you can get this. So these are the 80 here. So from here these are the 80 characters we can have, and this is coming in the middle, and the left hand side it calculates how many we have to put, and in the right side and how many we have to put, right? So sometimes we can say that not this, let's give the space. So at the time what will happen, just the space will come in left hand side and the right hand side, and it will come at the middle, right? That's what we mean by the filler. Getting this point? The third one that you are having in the list is count, right? So count is something like this. So if I will do in the same thing, I have to count. Let's say I will say a dot count. So what you have to count, let me say I have to count how many i's are present here in this string, right? So if I will run it, so it is saying I is 2, so 2 i's are present in this string. So let's see it. 1 2 i's are present in this string. So you can calculate for any one of here, right? That's your count. The next one is ends with and starts with. So if I will say, if I have to check if it is starting with the sp or it is ending with the d, right? So that thing we have to check here. So I will say dot ends with, if it is ending with the, right? So it will give me the true or false value. So it is saying here true, it is ending with the the, right? So let me check for the false as well. Let's see, I am saying that is it ending with the they, right? So if I run it, at the time it will say false here, right? So similarly I can say here key, is it ending with the e, just the e, is it ending with the e, right? So if I run it, yes, it will say true, because at the end you are having the e, right? Same thing we are having the starts with. Here I am checking, is it starting with the e, right? So if I run it, it will say false, because it is starting with the s, right? So if I will give s here, then it will give me the true value, right? I can also say here, is it starting with the splits, right? If I will run it, and it is giving the true value here, right? So you can explore different things by yourself. Next thing is starts with ends with find. So if I have to find something here, so it will return me the index number of that, right? So let me give here, I will say find capital A in it, right? So it will give me the index value of this capital A, right? So if I will run it, so it is saying 18, so this capital A is present at 18. So if you say 80, it will not give you the exact location of the 80, but it will give you the location of this this thing 18, still it will say means it's starting from the 18, so it will just consider the first index. But if I will do the small one here, so now it's saying -1, so there means keys a and small t is not present over here, so a and t will be present over here, right? Got it. Now next thing, that is find. After find we are having the index. So if you have to find the index of any character here, so how you can find it, just you can say here index, and here if I will say a ka index kya hai, so I will check here, it's 18, right? So if I will say a small t ka index kya hai, so if you will say error here, right? So find will give you the negative value, means it's not able to find it. But if you will use the index value, find the index of this thing, so at the time it will throw an error. Let me check how many values it can take. It can take this string, right? So you can see the starts and ends, means you can give the range as well between right, if you want to check it between index number 1 and 2, right? So let's see this thing. I can say here, let's say find L between the index comma, and let me pass here the values. I will say 0 comma 7. So between 0 and 7, just find I is what is the index number over there, so it can say the 2, right? So we are having here as well, like say 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let's say here I'll say 8 to 17. I hope it is in between that. So no, substring is not found. Okay, L is not over there. Let's find I. Okay, so I is at 14. So if you can check here, the I is here as well, but we want to find the I after this 8 to and 17, right? So this thing you can also do over here. The next one that you are having is replace. So if you want to replace any character, so that thing how you can do it, let's say here I am saying a dot replace what we want to replace. Let's say we want to replace I with hash, right? So replace comma old value comma new value. You can see here the old and the new you have to pass here. So I want to replace the I from here and replace it with the hash, right? So this thing you can do. Let me run it, and you can see that it is split spl hash ts, the st, wherever there is a I, it will replace this I with the hash. Okay, I hope this is also clear to you. Then next one is alpha. Now if you have to check any character, is that a alphanumeric character or not? So suppose if I will say here this thing, a dot is alphanumeric means the combination of the, it's saying false. But if I will give here see, if I will do something like this here, let me give you the split, just the split if I'm giving here. If I'm running it, it is saying true, right? It is alphanumeric. So if I'm having the space here, that's not the alphanumeric, right? Because space is just some kind of a special character, right? So if I'm having here 34 as well, like this is the combination of the alphabet and the numeric number, so it should say me true here. So it's saying the true here, that's the alphanumeric, right? So let's do this thing. Well, in a last class we saw one time over there, so you can make the changes in that program accordingly. There is a one mistake, I guess. If you got the mistake, what is the mistake over there? So if I have to check, is it an alphanumeric number? So it can say false, it's not an alphanumeric number. The reason is there is a colon in between. Getting this point, right? So next one is alpha. Like if I will say here alpha, just the alpha is alpha, right? And if I will run it, now it's saying false. But if I will remove this thing, suppose let's remove this thing, right? Is it true or false? Again false. Why? Because it's not just the characters. When you have to just the characters, so at the time it's not character. But if I will remove here 1200 from here, and if I will run it, now it will say true, because there are just the numeric values, right? So alpha is just the numeric values, alphanumeric is combination of numbers and the alphabets, right? The third one is the ASCII. ASCII you can see is all the characters in this string. Let me show you this thing is decimal and is digit and these things. So let's take an example. I am having the 12 here, 12 column 00 AM, right? Now in this, if I have to check whether this 12 is a digit or not, so if I will generally say here is digit here, if I will say here just is digit, so it will give me the false, right? It will give yeah, is decimal, yeah, is digit. Let's check the is digit first, right? If I will run it, and it is giving the false, right? But if I will check first two characters, right? So if I have to check just this thing, is it a digit or not, so what I'll do is a ka colon 2 is a digit, means ki is this 12 a digit or not. So if I run it here, now you are getting it's a true, right? So if I have to check this middle part as well, so I can say something like this 5 here, and here I can say 3 again. If I run it, now it is saying again the true here. Getting this point? Got it. Yeah, and if I have to check this last part, is this last part alpha or not, so what I can say is -2 onwards, and here is digit I still say is alpha. And if I run it, and it's getting the true here. So by this you can check the digits and the numbers here in this as well. Like next one is lower. Returns true if all characters in a string are lowercase. Is numeric. Returns true if all the characters in a string are numeric, right? So these things you can check is just reality is this and is that. Now lower and upper, you can also say something like this. Let me take this thing. It will simply convert upper cases into the lower cases and lower cases into the upper cases, right? So I will say something like this, and let's say here I will say THED, and here what I will do is I have to say something like this a dot lower, right? And just the braces, or no, yeah, just braces we have to place here. Now if I run it, it will be converting everything into the lowercase, and vice versa. There's a split may I'll be doing a proper discussion. Yeah, I'll be doing it a proper discussion in the split the string at the specific separators and returns a list, right? So suppose if I have this thing, let me show you. Okay, here, so if this is a thing split this thing, so what is saying that it will be converting it into the list, right? But whatever the separation you will be saying here, that separation here. Now so suppose if I'll say something like this a dot split with what, let's say I have to take each word, so I'll be splitting it with the space, so that space I'll be giving here, right? Split with space. So now if you will check the output, you'll be getting something like this. This is my list, right? That's why I'm telling you I'll be showing it later on, because we have to go through with the list first, right? So that means this is becoming the separate string. Now this is becoming the separate string, this separate string, this separate string, but here this is just the one complete string. Now it is breaking this by the spaces, right? And each word is getting the each word is now getting a different string. I hope you got it, and let me show you I will see you in the next video, so you can explore the all others by yourself as well. So thank you.